This is the all-new Volvo S90, and it's a lot of different things, like Sweden's flagship to the automotive world, a rolling showcase of the latest in high-tech efficiency and safety, or maybe a stately-looking four-wheeled luxury lounge.
Now, I've been driving it the past few days, including hours and hours on the highway, and I'm calling it something else. To me, the Volvo S90 is a rolling toolkit stuffed with features and design touches to make drives, and especially those really long ones, extremely comfortable. So if you're lucky enough to be shopping for a big dollar luxury sedan in this sort of pricing ballpark, you'll want to give this machine your immediate attention. Let's take a look at why.
First off, this interior. There's a lot going on. Screens, displays, colors, textures, more stitching and leather and metal bits than a burlesque expo. And it's all broken up by this gorgeous matte finished wood trim and aluminum and textured chrome accents. Taken widely, the Swedishness starts to shine through. It's rich with detail, but elegant and tidy and simple. Not complicated and not stuffed with more control consoles and touchpads than a sci-fi spaceship cockpit. You control almost everything through this centrally mounted interface, which clears the dash of other controls and makes room to show off all of the high-end materials. Add in the gorgeous, highly adjustable climate-controlled seats and the abundance of space in each one, and you've got a cabin environment spread widely around you that's conducive to relaxation and socializing on the go. These seats are about the best ones you'll visit in the course of your day, too. There's also pilot assist. Turn it on, set your speed, and the S90 autonomously works its brakes, throttle, and even steering to keep itself safely positioned on the roadway and between other cars and traffic. It steers all by itself, which I find a bit creepy, especially since it works so well. You need to be alert and focused on the road while using it, of course, and the S90 often steers more smoothly than you do, which means you need to do even less work, which makes it even more relaxing. There's this LED lighting system with high beams that positively drench the road far ahead with clean white light and lots of peripheral illumination into roadside foliage. Since these headlights are clean and white and vivid, they reduce eye strain and contribute to added comfort on lengthy nighttime drives. Or this stereo, which is the best in-car premium audio system I've ever used. It's priced north of $3,000, and it's worth more than that if you're someone who uses their vehicle as a rolling concert hall, maybe the Gothenburg Concert Hall, which this Bowers & Wilkins setup is acoustically programmed to replicate. You'll hear new details in all of your familiar songs, and it's like rediscovering your music all over again.
Where other high-end car stereos do a great job replicating music, this one makes it truly feel that that music is physically being created right here in the cabin with you, as if the snare drum is back here and the guitar is over there and the singer is up on the dash. The level of detail and depth and spatial positioning is just off the charts, and it's eye-wateringly potent too.
No tears when it comes time to fill up thanks to Volvo's latest engine family. Under this memory foam engine cover is a 2-liter 4-cylinder boosted to the moon with a supercharger and a turbocharger for 316 horsepower and nearly as much torque available plentifully from just a few millimeters of throttle input. Forget performance, that's not the point. Sure, it goes along well and the torque output will plow you into your seat, but the engine sounds no more exciting than a Kia Optima when opened up, and there aren't even paddle shifters. The real focus here is the efficient thrust. Power to spare and a test average better than 9 liters per 100 clicks were appreciated. You could spend more feeding a Chihuahua. This is impressive mileage for a huge all-wheel drive car with this much get up and go. And should you need to get down and stop, you're covered nicely too. The S90 gets stationary, fast, and hard when called upon. The pedal isn't overly precise, but emergency stops make you feel truly like this car is working as hard as possible to get you halted. You'd go through the seatbelts if they were any thinner. Other notes, the trunk is wide and long and square right to the edges, and there's no issue with space in any of the seats either, for average-sized folks anyways, and I like the sense of sitting deep within the cabin and being surrounded by it. Plus, it's so classy in here there are even lighters and ashtrays for your dirty smokes. The ride is a bit of a mixed bag. Mostly, the S90 undulates softly and gently over these big baller status wheels, and the ride is heavy set, comfortable, and just firm enough to make it entertaining to toss around a little. It handles a fair bit better than it looks like it handles, but on rougher roads, these big wheels and thin tires result in some sharpness around the edges of the soft ride and can cause noise levels to increase. On a smooth highway, it's smooth sailing. On rougher roads in town, it feels durable and dense, but just a little too sharp around the edges at times. Other notes: automatic lights, climate control, high beams, and even wipers all turn in, set it and forget it operation, so you can sit back and relax. And the S90 can warn you of a multitude of hazards in your driving environment via a network of cameras and sensors. This is nothing short of a rolling showcase of the latest in advanced safety tech. And the turning circle is appreciably small for such a big car too. Gripes? I got two. The central command system looks really slick, and it is once you learn it, which takes a few days, during which you will probably invent new swear words since it's all a little illogical at first. If you can work an iPad or an Xbox, you'll be fine before long. And second, the S90 can park itself, apparently, though after 3 attempts this was the result. I'd nearly given someone's Volkswagen a nose job and wound up parked in 4 spaces. Probably skipped this feature, I think. So ultimately it's spacious, comfortable, good on fuel, and packs a standout cabin design and a stereo system that will liquefy your eardrums on command. This is a worthy luxury cruiser for the money, and on that note, this top-line tester with a few options came in around $74,000. Now that's not cheap, but usually I expect a car that feels and is built to this level to cost a lot more. I'd initially guessed the price tag to be much closer to 90 grand. Volvo's ensured that this S90 looks and especially feels the part of a truly world-class ride, so if you're after size, space, tech, and safety with standout styling and the best headlights and stereo on the road, consider this one a priority test drive. Thanks for watching.